I'm Pastor Penny Hogan. As you can imagine, food insecurity has risen significantly since the beginning of the pandemic a year ago. Our Lenten mission partner, Family Promise of Bergen County, quickly pivoted to meet the growing need in Englewood and in Hackensack. Here's a look into the work that they did last summer.
For the past 29 years, volunteers for the Family Promise Walk-in Dinner have been providing and serving evening meals to shelter residents and anyone from the community who is hungry. They weren't going to let COVID-19 stop them from completing their mission. When the pandemic struck, the shelter in Hackensack closed and its residents were moved into local motels to allow for social distancing. Despite the pandemic and all of its unknown risks, a dedicated group of volunteers stepped forward and began packing meals to go and delivered them to those in motels. Initially, we delivered 53 meals and served another 30 to go to those who would normally have eaten in the shelter dining room. By July, we were delivering to people in 4 motels, and those numbers swelled to over 150 per night.
We've known for a long time about the issue of food insecurity in Englewood, so when the pandemic began, we reached out to World Central Kitchen to see how we could best use our combined resources. During this difficult time, they've provided meals in over 400 cities, and we convinced them that Englewood should be one of those cities. They could provide meals and produce, but they had no way to get them into the hands of those in need. So we immediately reached out to the many people we know in Englewood, political clergy and other leaders. But more importantly, we rallied our volunteers and then added many more. Within a week, we began. And since the beginning in May, our volunteers distributed over 45,000 meals and 8,500 boxes of produce. That's 64 tons of vegetables and fruit. These efforts have also kept a number of Englewood restaurants in business. With the help of our volunteers, Family Promise has been key to addressing food insecurity in Englewood.
Didn't realize that there was a need here in Englewood where people actually needed food. And once we got started, I realized that the need was a lot greater than anticipated.
We see people out here every day for months. People are lining up roughly an hour before we get started every day. So this is definitely making an impact in people's households. Seeing people every day, and although it's only a moment, making a visual connection with them and actually seeing that reciprocated.
Even though you have your mask on, you can see the smile through your eyes.
One woman even told us several weeks ago that this was her last time coming to visit us because she started working and she's not going to need the assistance anymore.
Hey, we never know. We all could be in this position one day.
I've always felt that all of us are one situation away from being in the same position that a lot of these people are.
I think that much of the population doesn't realize that there's a problem and that their neighbor could be food insecure.
It's to show that we are all together, we're all in the same boat, and we all need to help each other in these times of need.
We certainly need to help one another in these challenging times. One tangible way you can do that is by joining me and contributing to our Lenten mission campaign to raise $40,000 for Family Promise by Easter Sunday. Please remember that no gift is too small. Every dollar matters. Every dollar counts. Whatever you're able to give, we thank you for your generosity.